All right, hi everyone. So I watched this NDE of a woman who died, and she went to hell for 7 days. Now, here in the video, like in the front, you see celebrities in the front, but if you watch this, they don't mention anything about celebrities. Let me tell you what this is about. It is about a woman. She was selling online goods, but she was selling like low quality stuff, and then she'll mark it up as luxury and she'll sell it like that. And when people will complain that it wasn't that good, she'll write comments like "you misunderstood," and she'll try to cover up her fraud. Now she goes on a vacation. She dives into a swimming pool, bumps her head, and then she's dead. Now when she's dead, she sees her grandma. Okay, so she goes to hell. She sees her grandmother and she's like, my grandmother's a really good person. Why is she in hell? And when she's down in the abyss, there's Jesus there next to her. So she asks Jesus, like, why is my grandma in hell? And Jesus said, well, your grandma, she did a lot of good deeds, but when you don't have your faith in me, you don't believe in me, then all your good deeds don't mean nothing. And your grandma, she was an idolizer. So this woman remembers like her grandma would have statues and like objects, and her grandma would like talk to those things, it can do things for her. And so her grandma, she remembers her grandma idolizing other things other than Jesus. Then she goes to another part of hell where she sees children. And these children are children of, Christian parents. And she was like, oh, Jesus, why are these children in hell? And Jesus said, well, it was their hearts. These kids had the hearts of rebellion, and they had heart against the truth. They didn't want to seek Jesus. And these kids were not listening to their parents, and they rebelled against their parents. And so these kids had evil hearts, so, they were sent to hell. So that's the main thing. And then the woman, she sees Satan for the last time, but there's a part where Jesus, while she was in hell, Jesus was like, hey, look, I never left you. I was always with you, but I never left you. Like you thought you were alone, but I was always there. And so she remembers that. And when she sees Satan, she's like, hey, you know what? She's like, she remembers what Jesus said. It's like, hey, Jesus, Satan, because he's a little punk. He's a scared little bum. He got scared when she says Jesus, and, Satan ran away like a little wuss. And that's what Satan is. Jesus is everything. Jesus is God. Jesus is amazing. Satan is just trash. He's a bum. He's a scrub. He's a nothing. So when the woman mentions Jesus' name, Satan just ran like a little biatch. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go through more of these videos, and then I'll, upload it, so that way you don't have to spend the whole 32 minutes. I'll just briefly go through it. And if there are any videos that you would like me to watch and go through just point out the main points in the videos, especially with NDEs or other things, let me know. Leave it in the comment. Also, please hit the like, the subscribe, and the bell so you'll be notified. All right, bye.